It's black and white.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another List 2. We're back here at the fairgrounds and we're going to go ahead and continue with our rides control tutorial. This is going to be part 2. If you guys have to check out part 1, I'll leave a link down in the description below so you guys go check that out. But just in case you guys are not sure what I'm doing, I'm going through each and every ride to show you guys on how they operate. Each and every ride is controllable here, and each and every ride has their own set of controls and how they operate. It can be confusing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in things here. So our first ride is going to be this high energy ride. It's pretty interesting. It's like this saucer spinning thing. I actually cannot stand this ride, but let's go ahead and get into the control booth, shall we? Alright guys, so we made it into the control booth here. So as of right now, we gotta wait until the ride ends up being finished before we can take control of this ride because the automatic is still kicked in. That's one of the things with these rides is they can be kind of confusing on how you can even operate these. So so each and every ride has these black panels and set for the Ferris wheel, which we'll get on that in just a little bit. But almost each and every ride here has their own automatic panel, which you gotta switch these 3 knobs over to off, I believe. I believe it's kind of on and off for automatics. And that's how you're able to take control of the ride. You have your lighting set up here. You can choose multi-programs or whatnot, whatever you want to choose. That's up to you. But as of right now, we finally have control of the ride. If the ride is operating while you're trying to take control, it will not work. You got to wait for the automatic to finish the ride, so just keep that in mind. So in order to get this ride moving, I believe it's Q. So Q is how you could get the arm working. Of course, if you stop it, you can press A again. A is how you can stop it, and you press A again, and now you can switch directions. Let's go ahead and get this thing to stop again. Now we can press A again, and we go the opposite direction, and now we press Q. Now we can start speeding this up a little bit. So how we get this to spin is you press W here, and we can actually start the rotation now. As you guys can see, that platform is actually starting to spin now. Now we can ever so slowly start speeding this thing up here. So now we are going at maximum speed here. And now we can go ahead and start slowing this thing down here. Then we're going to go ahead and switch directions. We can press D and it will automatically hold the brake. And now we can press A again. And now we can go ahead and switch directions. Now we can go ahead and start doing a little bit of spin here. I see the automatics do this sometimes. I don't even know why, but we're going to start spinning the platform here a little bit, and now we are going the opposite direction. Pretty cool if you ask me. Like I said, there's no, no directions here on how these operate, but hopefully this actually makes a little bit of sense for you guys. So now we can go ahead and start slowing this thing down a little bit. Now we can request a dock. I believe it's going to go ahead and spin around and dock for us. It's going ever so slowly, but that's okay. I'm not really worried about it. And now it will start to dock for us here. ever so slowly. Now it has docked for us, and the gates are open now. Alright guys, so we are going to go ahead and move on to this right here. I believe it's called the XX. Seems legit. That's not even a name. Why is that a name? I don't even know. But we are going to attempt to control this ride. Now this ride is the exact same as the little claw thing over in that general direction I showed you that last episode. It's the same operation as this one is. So let's go ahead and get into the control booth. Of course, we do not have operating powers right now. We will have to wait for that because Automatic is still, in control right now. Let's go ahead and close the door. And we gotta wait for the Automatic to, complete what it's doing here. It might take a while. So when it does, we'll be right back, and we'll go ahead and continue with the controls. Alright guys, so this thing is slowly coming to a stop here. So we're actually able to take control over this now. It is going to slowly dock. And of course raise the harnesses, and then we can actually take over from there. So now it is going to raise the harnesses. And now we have full control. So now for time's sake, we're going to close the harnesses again. Then request to depart. And then how we do that is we press X. Let me go get the controls up for you guys. Go ahead and pull that to the side just in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing. So now we have move power, so it's going to slowly start kicking up for us. So it's the same controls, guys, for the claw thing that I showed in last episode, like I said. Now we can go ahead and start speeding this up here. We're going to start our rotations. We're going to start speeding the arm up here. And how I'm doing that is we're doing Q and W. Q is to speed up the arm swing, and W is to rotate. And of course you can press S, which will switch the direction of the rotation. Go ahead and press Q again and get this thing on the road. Then I press W to increase the spin. Pretty cool if you ask me. I really do enjoy this ride. It's pretty cool. It has a lot of lights and whatnot that you can choose from, and this thing lights up like a Christmas tree, so. Let's see what light setup I like. Alrighty, so we go and start slowing the thing down here. And how we're doing that is we press S, and if you want to stop rotation completely, you can press D for the spin. Now we can go ahead and start slowing this thing down just a little bit more. Of course, you can press S, and it'll start the rotation the other way. But we're going to go ahead and make this thing come into a complete stop here. We can press X, and it will request to dock here pretty much. And it will still start to dock itself. And it's going to stop here, and the harnesses are going to raise, as you guys may have noticed. Alright, so the harnesses is raised. So, you know, pretty simple. It's like I said, it's the same controls as the claw. Alright guys, so we have moved on to the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel is kind of confusing. The control panel or the control booth is right back there, so we gotta wait until this ride gets done here. We're gonna do some legit shit. Okay, that was not legit at all, but oh well. So now this is the control booth. We can go ahead and open this here. We can press E. Now this is your control panel. This is the only thing operable besides the radio, but and you have your lights up here, just in case you guys are wondering. These are your lights. Or see, okay, I guess they do work. So you have your lights and whatnot, and you cannot change the pattern like you could otherwise. And it's going to slowly begin to stop here. We go ahead and press auto. And how you dock and whatnot is you go through here and it will pick the numbers for you. So say if we wanted to park 1, 2, 3 or whatnot, we can go ahead and request to park. And once 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comes around, which I don't know what that is, it will slowly begin to stop. And we have a little fireworks show going on. Pretty damn cool. That goes on every time it's night. So it is coming to a stop here. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, this is sort of the control panel. It's not, you know, too in detail, unfortunately. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and request to turn here. Now we go ahead and select the others. We're going to go with 11, 12, 13. I have no idea why. I don't understand this, to be honest. It's kind of confusing. I don't know. This is kind of like a learning experience, as you will. And we can press plus to go ahead and speed up. You can speed this thing up to a ridiculous amount of speeds, which is not legit, but... Alright guys, so we have made it to the next ride. This is the propeller. This ride is weird because I cannot figure out how to dock this ride. I know how to do everything else, but the docking is weird, and I'll show you what I mean here. Let's go ahead and get into the control booth here. Okay, come on. Okay, there we go. Being stupid. I don't even know why. Alrighty, so we can go ahead and sit down. Go ahead and take control of the right here. So as you guys may have noticed, this is the this is like a little soundboard that you can use. Of course, it does not work for me because I have it off. It's sort of the long lines of the music. I have it turned down, but if you have your music and soundboards on, then this will operate and play different sounds, but I have it off for, you know, copyright reasons, of course. Let's go ahead and get the, the little like help panel up as you will. I don't even know what you would call that. But we go ahead and press activation. Or we gotta close the harnesses, I believe. And it's slowly going to close for us here. Okay, I still have control of the Ferris wheel. That's not legit. Okay, so we go as close activation, and it's going to lower down the platform here. This thing is not going very fast here. Probably because I still have control over the Ferris wheel. I don't even know why I still do, but I do. Like, as you guys can see, I can press plus and it'll speed up the Ferris wheel back there. It's weird. But we go ahead and begin the operation. So we press. So W and S can get this to move. So you have to press S. This is going really slow here. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second here. I think I know the cause for this. Alright, guys. So I figured out what was going on there. It turns out it was the 7-speed. I can do that for pressing plus and minus. Do not touch that button because it can be confusing. But now we do have operation of the ride. Well, we don't right now, but we gotta wait for this automatic to get done with what it's doing. We're gonna switch back. Alright, guys, so it is gonna go ahead and park itself here. Waiting for the controls to take itself. Waiting for this thing to complete its move here. So now we have control, so we can go ahead and close the harnesses. We're going to go ahead and request activation. Now we do that as we press X. Now this ride is the most confusing, to say the least. And now we have complete movement now. So we can do that by pressing W and S. You gotta press W and S constantly. You just gotta learn it. I cannot explain to you how that works. It can be confusing. You want to, build up rotation. Try to beat as much speed as you can. So we'll start making the complete rotation. As you guys can see, we are very, very close to making a full rotation here. And it is going to make a full rotation. And we're going to go ahead and request a parking here. Hopefully this will work for us here. We're going to toggle the brake here. And how we do that is we press D. Hopefully this will park for us here. Because we have our Fox machine there, of course. I don't know, this is going to be kind of confusing. Like I said, I've never figured out how to get this thing to park itself. I don't know, I'm not even going to mess with this. This is just so confusing. I am so sorry, guys. I don't know everything. I'm not claiming to know everything about, you know, these rides, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, it kind of sucks that I cannot figure this out, but it is what it is. So, but that is going to do it for us today, guys. I'd like to hit the like button, and if you like my content, please consider subscribing. I'll see you guys later. Bye.